What up, guys? What up today? We are talking about what I just heard on Sky News and seeing Sky News talk about gays and they didn't stand up. Let me tell you something. God sent everybody on different missions at different times. The enemy might think they winning. And we might have enemy in our government. They might think that they winning. But God said, I put you there for a reason in different times. You see, they think a man can't leave. When they give up hope and stop what they power, when they power control everything in the world, I will get you to rise up each time when people take their gifts for granted in America. The difference is between our government didn't know better back then, but we know better back now. We know better now. Or what we do now will make us greater than anything. God said. But understand this is how we act right now is just going to define us in the streets and America. They say they got no love for in the streets, Dallas, but God said, I own these streets and I own everything about it. God said things was planned. When you don't know, the enemy said things was planned. God said those things was not planned because you choose to take the enemy's side. You choose to be with the enemy that's going to self-destruct your world, but not make it greater. They don't want your community or America to win. Whoever believes in God, they don't want you to win. It doesn't matter what they think. Yeah, God said you'll put on that sideline for a reason. When the time might come that you might stand against the odds. One thing with me, it's gonna be Joe Biden needs to know with this Social Security situation, it's gonna be more people like me that's gonna stand in the way of hypocrites. And things have changed. This is not about leaders. This is not about who can run the world. This is about everybody that believes in God making sure their vision get heard. And they took that for granted. It should not matter what sex or races. We need everybody's vision and opinion on the world to protect what is ours. And that will make us greater. I grew up I did a lot of history when I was in school, like Newman Smith High School, my teacher. The animated cartoon with Martin Luther King, the kids go back through time, Amelia Earhart, about the black. I have learned so much about history, the different branches when I was in school. But the thing is this, what you're going to decide now is just going to decide the fate of America. God said the enemy going to try to tell you they don't want change. Would you let them self-destruct it? Just because you ain't eating a little bit, God said you could always get yourself out of a situation. But never let your enemy back you in a corner where you think you have no way. Your choice is your choice. You let fear hold you back from your destiny. I'm going to tell you something when I see it in 2019. I said something that these kids can have me. You know what I mean by having me? When you believe in God and believe in me, we can grow bigger than anything. There's nothing that we can't do. When I was talking about a Garland school and everything. Your faith, I didn't sit in my house many a time when I stayed towards Creekview in those apartments. I sat there by myself. I didn't stay in the room by myself when I was a teen when nobody called. Those things are not that accurate. But God said, can you understand me and love me more than anything of that? But God said this. God sent the message to somebody today, or the civil rights. And I say, Destiny Child credit, I need a soldier that's down for me. But God said, my child need a soldier that's down for him. He needs a woman that don't listen to fake dudes. Because God said, it's not about what you drive. It's about how you move. It's about how you move. It's not about a car, but it's about how you move. And it's about how you direct. Like God said, it's not about a car, but it's about how you see the world. It's not about having jewelry, but God, can you have that vision of me? Those are the things we need to understand. Can we have that vision of me? It's not about how we see the world or the cause. It's about, can you stand with my child's vision of changing the world? Those things, God said, you was put in those places to not speak up to, for the things that the reason the time might come and they might question your speak up. They might question all of these things. I don't want to hear that 9/11 could have been avoided. It could. It could not have been avoided. Yes, it could, if we would have watched out for the spirit. They trying to teach us how to hate, but not to love. And that's where God will strike. He will use everything around us. Whatever that is you call it. When everybody don't believe in the love in everybody, he's going to use different points of views and religions to come against us. He's going to use those things. Would you let that happen, or will we stand together? I believe in two gods. You know what I believe in? Jesus and God. Those people can't measure to anybody else that I understand. These are the two. I say I'm Christian about both. I can put Christian and Baptist together. Let's collide those things together. Because God said, I don't have to move the spirit all the way out the body when the heart is pure. God had to understand those moments and had to understand the coordinations of those things. 7 to 8 or 9 to 10. I've been trying to get on here every day. See, I've been having this account since, I got like 50 accounts with Likely. I've been on here since 2019. The thing is, if we get with other leaders and get with other countries, we have to make sure we understand each other. I don't care if you're a regular, I don't care if you do music, whatever it is. We don't cause war amongst each other when the enemy trying to distract us and not for us to care. That's the thing with those scenarios. But we have to become more powerful than anything. Everybody say you should not have sex before you get married. God said, look here, the more they show hatred and love, God said, whoever you find them, when they out there picky and doing that, God said, I give that to you. But when I give you that gift, you have to have an understanding of those gifts. Those people play the part of your time. And those things, what they can't understand. God said, I don't want to hear about who can lead the people at the right time. But God said, everybody that got faith, we cannot be destroyed. That's what matters the most. God said, when I was on this earth, and the people that crucified me, they had the same thing. They had power, sight, numbers. I had a few numbers. All of those things and vision, what those things is. You laughing, you got to smile back. What those things is that we have so much. When God said it didn't matter if I was Jewish, Muslim, Russian, black, white, Bosnian, all of these colors that you think I am, Chinese, all of these colors that you think I am. When I stood in the dark, I still had the light in me. See, God said, white should never be taken out the book. Because I come up in the spirit and I will talk to anybody at any time. Orion said, every man lies. It's not about what you think. It's about when you stand before God, and if you did the same thing he would have did when he walked this earth. It's not about if a man lies about what you say he did. It's about when you go to the heavens and you stand right before God and he do an auto book on your life. It's not about those things. And you have to understand that the principle of what we're talking about, Sky News, is not about those things. Because Orion in church in the city, he had something to say, it's not about those things. God said, I want you to know if you would have did what I would have did, if you would have stood against the odds and against you. But things have changed. And look at Senator Ted and how they acting right at this moment. Look how they acting at this moment. Those things comes with responsibilities. Let me tell you something. God said, our universe is what we make it. God said, I slept for a while and I set up that for a while. God said, we asking for help. It's time for us to shine even more, America. People might don't like that because they don't want to have love. But them same people that don't believe in love and understanding, you need to walk away from those things. But let me tell you what's the difference from my situation. My situation is different. The United States of America business tried to take advantage of that. Try to treat us bad and neglect us and expect God, children not to stand through the racism and the hypocrites at Walmart and what they did. And God said, I will not bend when people are complaining about their tax dollars. And God said, my child deserves something when he wanted to grow. And I walked off in Walmart every time. And I'll walk off again. But God said, you got power right now. You need the people more than you need me. Because they really don't know me. But you need them more than you need me. You have power to overpower something. Look what you choose. Look what you choose when the numbers are good. You're doing the same thing. What makes you different? Joe Biden, I'm not trying to manipulate anybody, George Victoria. Sometimes I have to say something, and I got your attention when I said all of those things. I already had your attention, but what about your Social Security behavior? And they finally changed their answers after everything that I said. You change your answer machine up, the way you do things. Or anybody threaten the government be penalized. God said, why are you not listening? Why the tunt was involved? Why when I called the local government and I was getting treated bad and the call center gave me the number and the guy told me to shut up? That's how you act. They don't want change. They fear change. The people that vote for you, Trump, and everybody else that vote, they fear change. They fear God. When Doug and Miller denied me, they denied God. They fear change. They fear. I told Miss Crystal from the Justice Department, I forgot her name. When I was in the mall in 2019, they act like they were scared of me. They scared. You know what they scared of? They scared of God. They scared of not understanding him because they so busy and interacting with those public, the people that fake their love for God. But God said, you ain't going to fake your love for me anymore. I see your spirit. I see these things where the correlation is at. But God said, don't mean I judge you. But God said, I watch out for my enemy. Don't mean I'm throwing stones and judging, but I'm watching out for your spirit and your mindset. And God said, I don't have to be facing you with deceiving you're deceiving me. I want to know what the Justice Department saw in Browns. I need to know what you saw in Browns. That's I want to know what you see. That's what God want to know. What did you see when I first walked in there? I need you to pay very attention, God said. And I need you to pay attention to the spirit of the enemy. When I was talking about disability on my broadcast, I need you to pay attention. Something was off about the employees and the customers. I need you to identify it. God said, do not walk around here blind. Can you identify it? I need the Justice Department to look at the employees' behavior when I was talking about Social Security. Look at those things. I need you to understand something. Can you see what I saw? Something was off with the customers and the employees. Can you see what I saw? God said you have to open your eyes before it's too late. You can stop 9/11 from happening. You can predict things from happening when line stuff going in the city of Dallas. Behaviors. What's going on? You know, I stood at that McDonald's and I told him, the guy that was calling me out of my name, what you don't do, I'm going to tell you what you don't do. What you don't do when a person's sitting up there eating in your restaurant and you interviewing somebody right on the floor, you don't talk bad about a customer while that customer's eating your interview. That's a bad example. That's bad leadership. That's going to be bad. All right, I see my future manager doing that, treating the customer wrong while he's eating. I'm going to do the same thing. That's bad leadership. But the thing is, with this one is that I stood right there and I said, oh, the Walmart, the McDonald's employee, you didn't call my office. You didn't do none of that. All right, you don't even know who I am. I said, I get into your body weight. And when I called McDonald's, I didn't even have to give them, they was already looking up the location already. When I called corporate office of McDonald's. You see, this is the difference. The Garland McDonald's, I told you about it. I said, I want you to reward the Garland McDonald's because that whole time, if you look at that camera, now one employee got out of line in that fourplex. And I wish they'd be rewarded. I want you to see the difference between the behavior from the Garland McDonald's to the McDonald's. You got to realize it didn't matter if I buy it. I need you to realize the behavior. And I told the civil rights that realize the behavior and give. I asked Joe Biden and Senator Ted, Joe Biden, can you ask the CEO to give McDonald's a bonus? I think McDonald's employees should have their own bonus card and file it on their taxes. They should not be taken away from it because I worked at Walmart before. And you get a bonus. No, you should have your own bonus card and you just file it on your taxes. But God said, can we understand those moments? I need you to identify the behavior and identify how the intelligent, the most structured that Garland was, McDonald was. I need you to understand. Look at the Garland McDonald's on Woodnut Street and look at the McDonald's in character. Look at the behavior. Look how long I chilled there without them misbehaving themselves. And that's leadership. That is leadership. I need you to look at that. Look at the different leadership, the different environment that I was around in Garland. I need you to recognize the environment that I was around and what they didn't allow and how they acted respectfully in Garland. But people was getting all that attention and they couldn't take it, calling customers dumb. Now talk about it, what the employees was doing. Let's call them out. They called me out of my name. And the same narcissists in the businesses calling customers dumb over there on Marsh Lane. Let's talk about it. God said, let's talk about it. You know what was said? You know what those McDonald's employees were saying over there in Marsh Lane? They called customers dumb because they was giving me attention. What they was giving, they was calling names. I making too much noise? All right, Mom. What those things was. What those things was. You know, people want to say you're gay because of their misconduct. Of I'm not ready to get out there in that racist world that want to politic everybody and do those things. This is not about that. Because you think you what you are, God said you just hiding from it. Hiding from the pain that you've been through. You ain't what you say you are. You just hiding from it. You don't want to choose to acknowledge what you've been through in life. Showing that you love yourself and showing your chest, your body, doesn't mean you anything less. You love yourself. God said when we was first on this work, we had no clothes. We created it. I gave you knowledge to create those things. I'm in church in the city, and a black guy, young kid, said, "Oh, you like it?" And y'all picked it. No, go ahead with that. Ain't because I'm soft. It's about my point of views in my world. And if you can't accept my words in church, and the little customer that's standing on the talking trash on the other side of the parking lot, by church in the city talking trash, go ahead with that, boy. You don't deserve to be around me. You don't understand me. God said, I'm amongst you, and I'm supposed to be amongst people. And solely Walmart at this moment. God said the one thing you have to watch out in this world is jealousy, behavior, because sometimes other families don't have the things that you have and the luxury that you have to get through in life. People have many gifts and they take their gift for granted. I understand my challenges in life. But sometimes family put they point of views and their problems on you, but does not understand they have gifts and they take their gifts for granted. How can we become better? And I love family. I love those things. But God said we can't make excuses because I ain't making excuses to fight right now. To fight for what is mine and not let people take because society got a problem and businesses got a problem. God said they want me to go out there in that world again and go to a Home Depot and they betray me and treat me bad and lie and fake their love for me again. God said this is our world. This is our peace. This is our time. And we have control of America and our world and God's world. So I tell, when I say I want Joe Biden to know what I say. When them kids can have me, when I say they have me, you believe in God enough to bring your power of your growth together. Because God is inside of you. God and us is inside of us. We is inside of each other in the spirit. He don't have to be in the body, but he's in the spirit. Can you embrace what you want out of life? And can you grab it by the whole and use that power? Embrace God and not understand it. But God said, look, you have to be able to move different. You have to be able, these kids have to be able to tell their friends, I'm not coming to hang out. I'm not coming to do this. Not always about going to me, not always being down with people, not being bullied. The thing is, the situation is what this is. That can be the most. I used to stay in Carrollton a lot. And I stayed at Turner by Carter Street from Turner by the Gunner Place, and I stayed in my house. My mama used to have a house in Carrollton, in an apartment. They would let us paint the apartment room. I don't know how some apartment is now, but if you There's so many things that apartments can be in the leadership can do, and allow kids, if they stay in the apartment, allow them to paint their room and find other activities in their room to paint things. What is their colors? These are things that that these apartments. I see, man, I stayed in an apartment across the street from Turner, and Turner Place, and I stayed in the house. The house let us paint the room and apartment, and those things will keep you busy if you allow it to imagine your room. And sometimes our apartments have that leadership advice too, and they have to do their part. It is not about renting things, and it's about having events. Can you let these kids and everybody paint their room and keep them out of trouble? And the apartments, they have a big thing to do too. And when they get out, they pay a little $50, $60 fee. You can pay it at any time, how long your lease going to be. Those things will keep kids out of trouble too. Let them cut the apartment grass. Let them cut the apartment grass. Let them do those things. See, you don't know how to do those things. See, those are the things that we understand. How can they use me and you understand those things? But God say, the difference, let me tell you, because I want to tell you something. When somebody tell you something, you will always hear the echo of what somebody tell you. That will be stuck in your head, that the memory of those things. It's not that you're crazy, but the echo of it. People gonna call you crazy because you heard it. Somebody told you in real life, but they're not talking about mental health. Because we can talk about it and understand it, but we hear the echo of somebody. That's why the doctor want to die. You go to a doctor's office, and this is the difference when you go to a doctor's office. Now, be honest about this situation. They ask you if you're going to harm yourself or harm anybody, right? That's the difference because of the behavior from others. So a doctor's office going to automatically tell you if you feel like you're going to harm yourself or others. That's automatically thinking that situation. So when we talking about those things, because the world is cruel and the behavior from others is the situation with those words. Love you too. Yeah, love you too. But those things in the situation from that, it just don't it's just an echo. It's just an echo in your head that's keeping you from all of these things. You heard it. Somebody told you it. But don't then you gotta learn how to block it because you're always gonna have somebody that says something mean or rude or whatever that is to you, and you gotta keep going. It's not that you're mental, it's not that it is will say it to you, but can you keep going with the power aspect of life? God sent people in different times to do different things because everybody is not going to complete the mission of what was supposed to be done because they let certain things get in the way. So it's hard for those things to be the mission of what everybody attacked and those things. One thing I say, I want a relationship. I want a relationship with two spirits that is open. Two spirit that is open. I don't see no other woman. My projecting is you. Me and the person has some leading, so I don't see nobody else in those projectors. I don't see anybody. A woman can walk. I'm in a relationship. Walk. A woman can walk by me, and I'm in a relationship. I don't see your beauty mean nothing to me. But the woman that got my eyes and got my attention. I don't care if I'm away from her for a day, 5 days, or 6 days, or 7 days. The only images I see is her. You can't see those things that I seek. Not just her body is what I'm attracted to. Her spirit, her mind, her everything that she said, those things are those coordinations. If you're looking for a woman just for body, how can you understand it? Never let a woman seduce you. The tree, a family tree. They told you not to eat off the forbidden tree. When they tell you not to eat off the forbidden tree, do you understand the forbidden tree? Adam and Eve not to eat of it. Adam and Eve had to understand the forbidden tree to eat it. He had to understand it. You just can't eat it. There's a reason why they told him not to eat off the forbidden tree, because he couldn't understand the forbidden tree. Those are the things that we have to understand the meaning of that. You have to understand the tree to get a piece of it. Can you understand it? That's the coordination of that. I don't care if let me tell you, I don't care if I'm hurting or not. I don't care what I'm going through or hurting or anything. I won't betray that line, and that's how I feel. But some women think it's just about them. When I tell other teens, when I had to deal with them when I was a teen, 14 or 15 years old, that girls would use a friend of theirs to distract them to get to me. I'm working at 14 or 15. And you're sitting up there going against the grain. That's why I tell you teenagers to work out if you're going to be together, make sure y'all spiritual side over. Because a woman, a girl, you just, but that, I'm the one that got this chilling and doing all that. I'm spending more time. As a teenager guy, I'm spending more time with people, friends that CC do not do her. I'm chilling with a person's sister in the room. Then I do my own girlfriend, because the way their parents act, the way I do my own girlfriend. So it gets to a point when we understand those things, and that's conflict. I'm gonna tell you something. Imagine this. This is the mirror. This is me. And imagine somebody at the back of me. Imagine this is shirt we're using the shirt at the back of me. And this is Sabina. The mirror in the front of me says something. No, let's take that back. Sabina says something about me that's good. And the mirror said, so what? So to see the spirit of Sabina's behavior, when the mirror says, so what? You let people stop you from doing that. When your boyfriend, teenager, he got a job, he doing what they can't do. You allowed that to happen, you scrap those bonds. Your spirit behavior, I had to tell Patrick something, and I had to tell Norman, baby, hey, you're going to have to do a whole lot of catching up. Just because I don't say nothing doesn't mean I don't watch and I don't deserve. And I had to remind him of something. I have always seen and known. Spirit of jealousy. When I worked at U-Haul, when me and the girl, we both lying mind do, we always talk about going to a club. She always taking a little thing. And I watched my coworker intimidate her when we was connecting in the chemistry. I can't deal with a woman that ain't strong. That's it. Is a woman ain't strong enough for me. I'm strong. I can look fear in the eye. Can you be strong? The chemistry is there. But if you allow other people to intimidate you, and it happened at you all. Uche intimidated her. I seen that like, hold up, the chemistry is this right. And me and her locking on the thing. And I'm a very intelligent guy. So the way he looked at the situation and what he did, that caused a problem between the coworkers. And that's why that is the spirit behavior. Right, to understand it. God, you got to step 15 feet to see somebody's spirit. You can't always see it closely. You have to see it from a point of view of what we understand. But if you allow jealousy friends to come between some, how can you understand it? Now, one time, I'm gonna tell you something. If I worked at Big Lots when I was 14 years old, and to this day, I was in before I left and moved the other side from out of Carrollton and out of Addison. I saw my manager at the they got a Winco there now. They used to have a Target there. But she was at the be like, I thought you was come back after school. After you graduate, Big Lots have always been, but I was a stock and I worked in, but you have a Mexican that work at 1216, that's a narcissist. And you got a white guy that with a black person, that's a narcissist. And that's the difference. I'm gonna tell you the two difference. You know, everything when me, Jessica, and them, we had our good days together, and we had our bad days. We all have them. We're gonna have our bad days with each other at work. Sometimes we gotta understand that when we work together, we always not gonna get along with each other. And if we're gonna work in the building, this is the difference of those things. But I had to take the day as it goes. So when right before is a big thing. I don't know what Jessica was doing at that time, and I didn't understand it. She asked Hugo, "Could we come his own?" Now in that moment when she asked me, when I worked at 1216, I want to tell you the difference for me. When Felicia asked me to zone, she laughed. When Jessica asked me to do something, she smiled and took the picture. When you're around a different, we had different things, different behaviors. Every day is something to go through. We all go through emotions with each other, and we have to all understand that the emotions that we go through with each other. And we all gonna have our opinions, and we all gonna have our disagreements with each other. And that can be the most crucial thing in our work environment where we work at in the business that we. But as long as we can come back every day and work at it with each other, that matters the most. So it was getting to a point when I got rolled up. I said, and they, oh, you still come back to work? They don't even pay me enough. The managers, they got me like the department manager got me rolled up. I'm gonna show you. You still come back to work? I'm gonna show you. Like, oh, they don't pay you. You hear so much negativity from people. Oh, you come back to work? I'm gonna show you. I said, you get me rolled up. Shit, like I feel like I was 14 working at. You ain't gonna participate. I had to deal with that from other like teenagers, man. Like literally in that situation from people. So I had to like like the environment that I was around. So it was like those in those environments. So if I can go to a bar in Addison and I got a picture with me and a girl at this bar in Addison, I actually put at the Yellow Breezy and I actually put there. Me and her, she's a waiter. Me and her had many talks. And we just talked for a couple of hours. It's been so long ago. And the conversation was so great in Addison at this bar. We just had so much a good time. It was just not about her serving a drink. It was about the connection more when me and my boy Cash had the beer and other people. Hey, how you doing? Can I get a follow back? Yes. It was more, I had to put the pictures on there. So people don't really have that much of pictures on things. So they took a picture on their phone, took a picture that way. But it wasn't that much of a situation. Then I know I put another picture of me and somebody else, the two twins that we used to hang out with. I was always like a business mindset person. So when I chill out with homies, I chill out with my boy Cash, and we go to events with these other two twins in Dallas. They're a different thing. And my mindset, I'm gonna chill, but you gonna have to show me something. That was my mindset was I'm gonna say, man, people gonna get that type of energy because I'm always, even though I was 14 years old, I'm always gonna having that mindset of those things. So it always been about growth and learning, and I know how to have fun. At the same time, when you have fun, we at the hookah line. I think when I took that picture, we was in South Dallas at the hookah line. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you when I get back on here. We got the hookah line. So when we took the pictures, we got a yellow breezy tag in my thing. When we took the picture, how can we understand it? Right? How can you understand it? So my thing was about business, and I can chill, but I need a woman that can just smooth herself next to me. And I haven't found that woman with my type of mindset, my structured mindset, where I can have fun. And like how Lil sit at a bar and he sit with Manny Fresh and he chill with a girl. Can that girl be that cool with me in that position that we gonna sit at a bar together and just have fun? Because it doesn't matter if I drink, I still have to watch my surroundings. Right? I didn't drink beer and had like they had a bunch of beer. Like I didn't, and it doesn't matter if I do those things, right? And you gotta have the understanding of those things. And this girl came and we talked for a little while, and we did so much. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that we do to understand each other, a connection. So we all have those things when we go through stuff. But baby, when you talking about kids, let me tell you something. I love it. You hear me? You can't tell me nothing. Because every pain that you say, what you say, I will break it. I will rise with it. Every trauma that you say, what you think it is, I will rise with that trauma. And I will embrace that trauma, what you say you think that is. Trauma don't live here with me. But the thing is, if you can move forward in life with trauma, God said, if you can move forward with trauma, God said. And those are the most important things in life where we can't understand it. You can't let other people get you in the mindset and say who you want to be with and what type of woman that you're looking for, because people got a motive of that. They got a motive that when they want to tell them, when you say you want somebody and you dream of it because you focus on you and the motive of those things. Let me tell you something. By the way they act in that courtroom, and the woman stated to they can't handle me. I'm get tired of a childish woman. Hey, it seems like Texas don't got what I need. I'm tired of all the fake. I told the girl, I said, I'm tired of all the fake love. I told her on Twitter in 2019 when she said something. Boy, I told her to say, I'm tired of all the fake love. Girl, make me believe. Cause I'm tired of all the fake love. I'm tired of all the fake women that can't open their eyes and go against the grain. The thing is, God said, can you ride with me on this journey? Can you ride with me on this journey? That's what God said. Can you ride with me on this journey? That's what I want to know. That's what I need to understand. Can you ride with me on this journey that we're about to go on? And people are going to try to destroy that because God said we got greater things to accomplish even more. But the little behavior, they can't even handle it. And how they behave themselves. In that courtroom, a different court, they know what they did. The state attorney knew what they did. I said, and then the little DEA agent, I said, no, she didn't. Her facial expression and her body motion, gonna talk about, he's like, you been know I was a part and Yellow Breeze and them live. And you gonna act like that in the spirit. I said, I can't believe her the way she was acting. It's a lot of behavior going on, man. She acting like a child. You acting unprofessional. You can be a woman, man. I've been dealing with a lot of children, man, like in my life, man. Even when I was a teenager, nobody can handle me. Because you let other people get it. And it's just a bunch of childish behavior, man. Now, look, I was like, no, she didn't act like that on that phone. And her body motion. No, she didn't act like that on that phone. I was like, you know you should be wrong for that. No, she didn't. She was acting like a straight up child. No, I couldn't tell you nothing because you got your little badge on. But she acted like a straight up child, man. And your body motion told me everything. You was acting like a child, man. I'm telling you, she was acting like a child. Little DA agent talking about, yeah, girl, you little madness. I see your little facial cheeks. I see your little spirit. You know, I see your little facial cheek and your body motion. I see your little cheeky behavior in the spirit. And that Dallas Code when I got up the steps. You acting like a child, man. I'm like, I said, no, they didn't. I didn't see some childish stuff in my behavior, but I was like, no, they didn't. I know watching the spirit behavior, I said, no, they didn't do that. They are so childish. And I'm like, we got some, like, come on, act like a grown. I'm like, man, that's why I'm searching. That's why I'm searching. They can't even, they're not ready for me yet. You know, the mayor's sister, she used to go to church. And she used to shout out to her because, you know, shout out to her in that matter of fact. And she said one time, they're not ready for you yet. She was going talking about God. Because they're not ready for God. When they're not ready for me, they're not ready for God. Emily is a smart man, you know, and people need to know something about me and they never felt ashamed of me. That I never been. They always when I was going to Brookhaven College, even when I was in school, and people Sabina didn't know, but like I was helping out at elementary school and do stuff, but I didn't tell her that part that I was actually going to college where I was like, man, look, I was actually in ceramics. So when I got out of school, when I almost got out of school, I took ceramics. And since this girl knew me since I was in school and she did ceramics at Brookhaven, I was like, come on, can I ask you out on a date and just to get to know each other? And she was like, she didn't even try. She said, we got nothing in common. How would you know? Because she know me since we did ceramics at Brookhaven when I was in school. So now a woman can say something, but you'll never know. If you just know somebody in college and just sitting and doing ceramics, and you tell somebody when I'm in school and going to school, right, I'm going to college, and I wait till after I got out of school, like, and I seen her ceramics. So I took ceramics with her many times. So at Brookhaven, and I said, how would you know? And I waited till after I got out of school to approach her. Like I waited till after that because she knows me since school when I was in grammar school with him. So I waited till I actually got out of school to actually approach her at ceramics. I said, we don't got nothing in common. I saw her at a Louisville restaurant one day. And she looked and smiled and looked at whatever that little smile on her face. But we got nothing. Like, how would you know until we just sit there and go out on that first date? Like, how would you actually know what you got in common? Like, how would you know what you got in common with those things until we actually go out? I'm like, hold up, hold up. You, if we in college, and you know me since when I was at Smith, and when I was going to school, and I come there with my teachers, and how we don't got nothing in common. They're like, come on, you gotta see that for we not even took that step to go on there. And I know when you go on a date, a man gotta come with a pad. You gonna ask her about her food that she like, the food that she don't like, and what she allergic to. That don't mean when y'all go on a couple of other dates. That don't mean when you go on a couple of other dates that you're gonna cook her favorite things. That you're gonna cook that favorite. You're gonna find something that's gonna be able to, yeah, you're gonna find something that's gonna be able to be different. You just finding out what she's allergic to. A man should always carry a pad with them. A pad, a piece of paper, and a note should always carry that thing. And you have to write there, all right, this is my first date, and I'm trying to get everything about you in this first date that we're gonna do. I wanna know what you like and what you don't like, what you're allergic to, and all of those things. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to know all of these things. I want to know what push your buttons and not to do. That's the things we have to ask on those dates or when we going on. That's another thing after we finish. Like, we need to write. Like, I need to. If we gonna go on another date, this don't go on a date unprepared. That can be the biggest thing when you go on a date. Nigga, oh, you can remember. No, no, no. You need to remember because you're gonna need to do your homework on it. You're gonna need to do your homework on it. So it's very important that a man bring a paper and a thing, and you try to get to know her the best you can. Ask all of the questions about her and understanding those things. Don't expect the first week to get in a no. It's not like that. No, I don't want like when I was dating this girl, and I'm gonna talk about something. I got the politics on this and the destroying whatever that is. And I'm interacting with y'all and we're talking about different topics. And all that fit into society and what we're talking about, right? I was in this relationship and I wanted to do so much things different in this relationship that we cut the candles off. Because you don't hear the president talking about their life and what they, I'm not in a relationship. I don't have no problem with it. Speaking what I need to speak. So I dated this Chinese girl named Orion, and this is what I wanted to make it different. I didn't want to make it to be so much sexual that you just get in the shower with me. I didn't want that to happen. So I cut off the light, put the candles on each of the tub. I started kissing on the cheeks 5 times. Started kissing on the birthday. Started kissing on the stomach. Started kissing between her legs 5 times. Kissing her down there. Kissing on her lips 5 times. All of these things I would do. I started from cheeks 5 times. I started from the lips 5 times. I started from the chest 5 times. Started on the stomach 5 times. Kissed her between her legs 5 times. Doing all of those things 5 times, understand it. All right. And then after I kissed her down there, and then I had to hold her in the shower for an hour. I didn't want it to be like that because y'all making me talk about different topics. It's hard to stay on topic because people don't realize in certain, and that's why they got certain topics that we can talk about. But I have to just talk about the world of God and what we live in and those things. And the main thing after that happened, I paid her she with me. She got on the towel, and I had to put on the lotion with her and kiss her between the legs. These are things we understand that we all gotta just connect with each other more. But these are experience of life, of with God, or whatever the walk of life, the walk of God, or walk when we walk amongst each other. Because when you walk with God, God is always going to see things with you. And he sit 1,000 feet away from his gates. He got an angel on the left and he got an angel on the right. But it's 20 of you him that's standing by his gates in your body while you're alive. But God don't need to be there to see that. He see out of his angel. God is seeing, but God is not judging by what you do. Because he understands people can be picky and hatred and make you not want to be alone. But the thing is, you never give up on yourself. And I never did that. And that never been in my character. That never been in my character. And that never been in my character to give up on myself. When I talk to other guys on live and talk to when another girl choose, you got to be able to go to a way that you're going. Let me tell you something. The girl I was talking to, her name Nikki. She's in spirit. She went back to jail. She went to Springfield, Missouri, right? And she can be a front. She in the jailhouse with the women, and she telling all these women in Springfield how she gonna do good when she get out, and she get back out and hang with the same people that don't do nothing, and hang with my cousin that this ain't on the same page of what you're trying to get your life back on track. But you want something real, but you ain't willing to change to get it. You want something real, but you ain't willing to change. I'm going to Denton County with you. I'm going to Denton probation offices with you. I'm going to these places with you to make sure you get here. But if you can't get these things together, how can we understand it? So this is what I do. How can you understand it? A person can even to do so much for you, but you gotta be willing to change. But don't tell me you're gonna get out here and change, and you're not gonna do what you said you're gonna do. So we have to understand those things, right? When it comes to this connection and those point of views. You know, I know my conflict with other teams, and I did it if it's regular school, if it's anyone else. I knew my conflict when I was at Will Smith. Most of it's about me participating, and I'm having conflict with. I know my situation of dealing with stuff. So I know why the conflict was so, and that can be regular. I was always different from. I never had a really understanding shit. I was in this Billy P for 1 week, and when they took me out of there, I said, no. Now I couldn't even stay up, and I said, no, that's not going to happen. No, that is not going to happen. No, that is not going to happen. But when I'm in a relationship, when we're in a relationship and we're going through stuff, you have to respect those boundaries of what we are doing and know that I won't betray that. So it's so hard for those things when people are getting manipulated as a team. It's so hard for those things, right? So it's so hard for those guys. Those things where we got to understand that. Where those things are so hard at in life. So I had to deal with people that just got on under my skin as a team and made my life. But that's regular. Trust me, I had a lot of problems in the hallways. I had a lot of problems, and I had to tell Billy sister one time of what happened with some things. I had a lot of problems with the conflict. At Newman Smith High School, I had a lot of problems, like literally. Like people would make my life a living hell. Say, "Oh, you ain't gonna participate? I'm gonna show you." And it needs with conflict, always. So those things, but you're like just being a kid at this, understanding those things. I had a lot that I had to deal with, and those things. So hey, we all go through stuff in life and understand those things, right? That's just the way things, the cookie crumbles at the end of the day. To be my guest, Trump just saved hip hop and country. You don't know what's at stake here. He just said that. People from UK wanted to be on my TV. He just saved a whole lot of things in the culture. But don't, if you're going to say you're going to get your life together when you get out of jail, you got to keep your word. Get it together. Don't get out there and you want to go back and hang out with cousins and you think you have no way. No. And these governments got to start giving people time periods. It's gonna take a little more while to get a job. You're gonna have to get them. You're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to take drug tests. We're gonna have to work out something when it comes to dealing with when people get out of jail and they felons. You got to give them time, and it's gonna take more than 3 months and 6 months. It's gonna take when you're dealing with these jobs. You got to give people time. As long as they stand clean, give them time. And that's what you need to understand. Give them time. They gotta fight a way to come up there and pay. No, you have to give people time. Make it a way if they don't, they can find a way to pay the bond, but make the way if they don't pay, they don't. It's a certain thing you gotta do. It's not about it's a different technique when it comes to buying with vote and all of those things. It's a different technique when it comes to those things that you should be done about the behavior. People got to get their family, their mom, to help them out with the buying and do all of those things. So we have to find a different technique where some people that can get a bond, but they depending on those things, other people to get them out. They can't come with all that. You got to have a time period. Right? But he talked about participating. You better stop, man. He better stop. Because he knows what Joe Biden, he better stop, man. Don't come at me like that because y'all saying things y'all don't supposed to be saying. when it comes to the point of views of the world. You really want to ride this conversation. They're asking about it. Senators and them asking for it. You know what was said. Don't come at me like they got a lot of people. You know what was said. Them kids talking about, hey, there's a lot of hypocrites going on, man. And I'm telling you, man, don't talk about participating in your behavior and what things of the older. Don't even get on that because you ain't gonna like it when you follow the people and participate in certain areas. He ain't gonna like what I have to say. And he's gonna be a hypocrite about it. The society's gonna be a hypocrite about it. That's just the way that thing is in this format. He ain't gonna like what I have to say about it. He ain't gonna like it. But that's when he takes the people side. He takes certain individuals side. Joe Biden, them, they take certain individuals. Hey, hey, and he want the truth. Dylan McMillan better. Hey, look, he can't handle the truth, man. His behavior, he can't handle the truth, man. They know you speak the truth, but they can't handle it. They can't handle the truth, man. They cannot handle the truth. They cannot handle it. They can't handle it, man. Tell them something they can't handle. Tell them they can't handle it, bro. They're not gonna be able to handle it. I'm telling you right now. He know what I know. He ain't gonna be able to handle it. His society ain't gonna be able to handle it. That's why God say you choose the people over him in the vision of those things. He ain't gonna be able to handle it. He know I talk to kids from Mexico about my ideas, and this is gonna help the Spanish kids out with their career. It's gonna help everybody out. Come on, man. The Spanish community, reggaeton. When I used to talk to the girl named Girl, she used to get me on Daddy Yankee a lot. This is really gonna help things out for them. A little bit. Right now, I'm talking. Hey, I'm on chat right now. We gotta keep it PG. There's so much going on right now. Come on, we can't give them that chance. We gotta be better than that. I know it's hard, but we have to be better than that. The enemy can play two sides. We have to be better than that. Yeah, well, but we gotta keep a hold up. Look. You can. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of sneaky behavior been going on. And let me tell you something. What I know, people can sneak their way into anything. And I have to be very patient of those things. So let us be those things. I'm not being scared. It's just the society point. I can't do that. It's the society points. So hey, we gotta be professional about it. I'm not scared, but I can't give that enemy that chance. I'm sorry. I'm not being scared. It's not being scared. We can't give that enemy that chance. There's certain things you can't give people. Trust me, I ain't being scared. God, hey, but we looking for other people's behavior. You can be. Hey, I didn't seen the TV shows. La. She said la. Hey, you better watch, man. The world don't see it that. The world don't see it that. They don't see us that. They don't see it like that. They want you to just do it privately. Hey, trust me, I ain't never been scared to do something, but this is to the point where behavior. I did some stuff in my teenager thing, but that's not the thing is. Trust me, you don't know anything. I done seen a lot of things on see people that using fake people. Hey, that stuff gotta work. And if the enemy, hey, they want their rules and they vindictive way. Leave that alone that's act professional about this. Yeah, nah. Now if it's someone private, that can be a situation. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Nah, because people got bad misconduct in this universe right now. That is not gonna happen at this moment. Trust me, I didn't do things I'm not scared, but the behavior is not gonna happen. That was the enemy wanted. A lot of you don't understand a lot of stupid behavior was going on. And you don't know who can be watching on this social media right now. You gotta be very cautious. Hey, the behavior is getting worse. You can be pretending to be someone. Girl, you not don't she might don't know. She can be pretending to be someone. And be I watched all the shows. Come on. Nobody don't want to piss it. That's what the enemy want. They playing both sides, the hatred and lies and racism. They playing both sides of the government. You gotta know. Yeah, I told y'all the other day, it's both sides that being played. So it's a right there's a wrong, and it's both sides of it being played. And you can't. The most thing we doing right now, we are destroying ourselves because we let people destroy our government is destroying us. In the world, the other people destroying us with their because the thing is this: kids are dying off of connection boundaries. Those are the things that's in life that we can. Everybody, I can understand everybody don't got good intent, but people are dying off of connection. But I'm on. What you got to do? I put your finger when I'm trying to talk. Understand? I'm not. Hey, we gonna have plenty of time to talk. See, people can just get to me, right? Hey, girl, you better wake up. Open your eyes. Open your eyes, girl. Pick up some books. Trust me. You don't know what I know. There were kids. Hey, you don't know what I know. Trust me. There's a lot of bad misconduct going on. If you watching this on TV, when people faking to be someone, and I don't even see your video. You don't even show me a video. You got nothing but pictures up there. But you don't got a video. You don't even got a video. You ain't even where your friends at in your video? What things that? Like I didn't see another team. Where those things at when you're friends in it? That's not act professional. Everybody act the age right now, guys. Come on, let's keep it in line because stupidity. I'm on YouTube right now, and I'm talking to you. The stupidity, not understanding and listening. So I have to be very cautious. Act your age, man. Act like if you want to be in the dark one day, you gotta act like it. You gotta think. You know, trust me. They say you talking like a crazy person. You know, that's not gonna go down like that. Because Texas has been buffooning and being hypocrites about it. They've been buffooning. It ain't gonna go down like that. So there's a lot of buffooning going on. Let's keep it PG. Trust me, I ain't crazy. That's why you got the Civil Rights Act. Stupidity is stupidity. That's coming from stupidity is, and that's keep it PG around here. That's keep it PG. Stupidity is stupidity. There's a lot of stupidity going on. Nobody want to constantly deal with that and not understand it. So now, trust me, I watched the video. Anybody can feel like they being someone. Come on, don't. Your picture is not mad enough. When you show me a video and you and your friends, then we can have some. With your mom and everybody else is chilling out, hanging out. Then we can actually
there are all types of ways to leave.
We can actually get into a conversation and just be friendly and get to know each other. But if you can't show me that, those are the things that what that is.
You don't get to come. Why should I even kidding? You don't get to come in here and pretend you can write to the.
So let's keep it. I ain't with all of that stuff at the end of the day, man. I really ain't. Because I got stupidity on my YouTube right now. I got a lot of things going on with hypocrites. And I don't need it from everybody else, man. I got a lot of hypocrites on my YouTube that's listening. So this is not going to be another 2019 and I got to put up with stupidity. No. And keep it PG because there's a lot of stupidity going on. There's a lot of stupidity going on. Like literally. Trust me. I didn't have private chats with everybody on live me and other broadcasts and I ain't never been scared. That's not even a problem. And then you can use that to get money off somebody. Come on, we just seen it all. What happened with that? Like, come on, man. And we talking about concept to get a hold of me. And look, I'm not crazy. Trust me, I'm not crazy. And they know I ain't crazy. They look stubborn behavior. Trust me. Everything makes sense. I just filed a civil rights complaint. The state of Texas willing to hold information of me, of the mall and documents of the mall, and willing to hold information. So we're going to hold the state of Texas in contempt of court, contempt of holding information by racism. So I'm not going to play this game with people, man. We're going to hold the state of Texas to contempt the whole information by racism of association. Come on, we just seen things. You got to go. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm on YouTube right now. That stupidity that's going on from them that's watching this, that don't give them that chance. I don't want to be in no private jet. Don't give them that chance. Don't give him that chance. You giving the enemy that chance. Trust me, I ain't gonna give you your fake profile. You giving the enemy that chance, and I'm not about to give the enemy that chance at all. When sides are not being understood, I'd rather disconnect myself. And that's how I feel with the situation. When people talk about what they want to do to me, Joe Biden, no, he's being a hypocrite about it. So I have to watch. I'm not going to do that with people, man. That's something that I have to do. Let everybody be responsible and understand what's at stake here. What's at stake here. Let's understand what is at stake here dealing with certain individuals. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I have to deal with other teams that couldn't do what they want. I'm a team and a team. Trust me. Trust me, I ain't scared. Trust me. I can name some people. I ain't scared. Trust me. But we ain't gonna take it there with you, man. We can't give that person that tip, and I'm on here. So if y'all making me switch conversations. Oh yeah. Hey, girl, look. You say you 18, right? You said I talk too much and you're 18. I promise you this. You see, sorry right there, because they're making me get out of my environment. If I talk too much, I promise you when I get in that bedroom, my tongue can talk all day. So keep it professional here, man. Like, I'm on YouTube right now, guys. Come on, man. It's not that I'm trying to know y'all. I'm trying to get everybody in the conversation here to understand here and give everybody the benefit of the doubt right now. So, trust me, my mouth won't be talking in that bit. I'm trying to keep it PG here. No. Yeah. Hey, you just talking about that. Look, let me tell you something. You're not just talking about that. You gotta want pleasure too as a woman. And not all about like kind of we ain't gonna get into this stuff right now. Keep it professional. Keep it professional. Yeah, but that's not keeping it. Hey, trust me, bro. You better be watching what's on social media. Trust me. Trust me. If you know what I know, trust me. Trust me if you know what I know. If you 18, that can be, and you gotta show me an identification too. Send me your ID on your chest. Send me your ID. If you're 18, you should have an ID. All right, show me. Your videos are not adding up. Just like the people on YouTube want to talk trash, but their videos are not adding up. Hey, we're gonna talk a little later. I get back on here and talk. If I decide to go private, get back on here and talk. I'm sorry for that confusion, guys. I'm sorry for that inappropriate conversation that I have. And this was not even in my 10. Now I can't even stop my video because of the inappropriate talk that I've been doing. So I'm really sorry of what's going on here. I'm really sorry of the things that are going on. Try to use CapCut to create outstanding videos. And about my misconduct and the things that I heard right here because about whatever that is. I'm not giving that enemy that chance. Y'all did enough of misconduct by having that phone in there. They did enough of the misconduct. They really did enough of the misconduct. They really did enough of the misconduct going on. That's sad. That's sad, bro. I feel sorry for them. They sad. I won't give you that opportunity, man. And you can believe that, Governor Abbott. I walk away from stupidity. You can believe that God walked away from stupidity. Hey, I want him to hear me. We walk away from those ones. Stupidity. I believe I'm walking away. Nobody wants to deal with a hypocrite. You have crossed that line when you did what you did in that jailhouse, man. And I want him to hear me because I want him to hear me real well because I got all of that money. I want him to hear me. Then you had me up in a situation that you didn't have no right doing. Governor Adams, as long as he had the people, God said people will never understand. And we're going to kill ourselves before we even know it. So, sorry for the inappropriate conversation, guys. Sorry for those things and how things are being played out in this situation. I hope everybody that's watching them know my intent. But when you're talking to people, you got to answer the conversation and do those things. No, man. Nah, he knows words that was being said to me, man. So I'm not going to give him that satisfaction, bro. That's why the little line is stalling. That's why the little line is stalling right there, man. That's why that they stalling. That's just what it is. That's why the little liars that only want to understand their point of views is stalling. I'm not going to give you that recognition. I want God to hear me. That's why your little line, I'm going to tell you on the civil right. That's why your little line self-stalling, God going to have it. God going to see when you want to understand those certain people's point of view. God said that's why you stalling. We are killing our kids and we are killing each other. You have nothing but to blame for yourself with depression and understanding boundaries. Everybody don't got a good intent and understanding those things. I'm not giving them, I'm going to tell us the right. God said, I ain't giving your lying hypocrite self that satisfaction. What happened just on the social media? I'm not giving you that thing. God said, I'm not giving your hypocrite self that satisfaction. I want him to hear me because when I get off here, I was on my YouTube channel and God said, I'm not giving you your hypocrite and your lying self that in your American people, your Texas liars and people that want to understand their point of view, that satisfaction. Y'all want to play that racist card and understand your point of views with disability? I'm not giving you that point of view. So mark my word, when I get off of here, Governor Abbott, that I'm going to civil rights. I ain't giving you that point of view, man. My fire, I ain't giving you that point of view. I ain't giving you that satisfaction. I'm not giving it to you. So this is what we're gonna do. Since I got you on my YouTube, tell a racist and the hypocrite politics and the black liars that want to make their rules. God say you're a liar and you're a hypocrite, and God want to walk away from America. And that's what God said we want to do. God said, I want to take my spirit and walk away from you. I want nothing to do with you and your lies and your hypocrite lies and what you stand for. Because God knows what you stand for. But when you say you go against the government with the system, all that, God says, God don't care. For you can keep living. And you try to keep God. Let me tell you, God said, he never said he'll die for us again.
Abbott.
And it wasn't his intent to die for us. He wanted to live amongst us. But the other ones got too scary. They went to hide and be controlled and stand up for something greater. They went to hide and hide and just stand up for something greater. They were to play by these politics. I don't got time for that, man. I don't got time for it. God don't got time for it. See, God said one thing. You control down here, but you don't control my heavens and my universe. You control down here, but you don't control my heavens or my universe. And I want him to know that. See, God got a different understanding of what we mean about that, because God can take his heaven, he can take the spirit out the body anytime. He never denied nobody of his heavens. But he got the power to take it out and put it back in at any time. Your former body is waiting on you. It's not just a spiritual thing. Your future body, a verbal body that we can't even understand the meaning of those things, is waiting on us. It is waiting on us in those matters. So when we come in there, God gonna already know. But God can always put the spirit out of the body and put it back in when you feel like something's ain't right. And that's the difference, the power that God had that nobody can understand. That little behavior that y'all did was unacceptable. That informing that you had in there. You think I didn't hear in 2019? That was off the chain, man. That's beyond dummy. Then he talking about, oh, we gonna have 12 o'clock. Y'all need some help, man. Y'all need some help. Y'all need some help. You need help, and nobody's not gonna tell you what you need. But God said, I don't have to deal with you. I really don't. I can go somewhere else and just sit in my little town, whatever. I don't have to deal with you, man. I don't have to deal with your nonsense, man. And you hypocrites or whatever, man. Really, you really tempting me on that. And Joe Biden knows that he ain't dumb, man. He ain't dumb at all, man. If the person ain't dumb, he know what was said. He ain't dumb at all, man. So I ain't about to play this game, man, with y'all, man. There's a lot of hypocrite stuff going on in this stuff, and I ain't about to play this game with this situation. That's what I'm not about to do with you politics and these hypocrite community people. Just stay the heck away from me and anybody else that doing that nonsense, you gonna stay away from me. God said, so I will talk about this. I'm on YouTube today and I don't got time for you performing, man. I don't got time for you performing. I really don't got time for you performing singers in your states. I don't really got time for it. That's beyond craziness what's going on here. I don't got time for it right now. Talking about attorney schedule. I better go ahead with that, man. I do music. I just don't have art. I have music too. I do music too. I'm an artist. Go to music cabinet. Hey, everybody, I want everybody to go to this. And you gonna go to Wish Your Head or what? Go to YouTube channel at MIRZACAVLIC 123. Let me say at MIRZACAVLIC 123. I'm sorry. I put that in glasses too. I apologize for that. Mirza Cabinet 123. I'm gonna say it one more time. MIRZACAVALIC 123. And y'all gonna go to Mirza Cabinet 123, and you're gonna go to video, and you're gonna see them profit. So I want to know everybody. I'm sorry for the misconduct that was being given on here. Because people wanted my attention and certain things, and I'm telling people I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to catch everybody, understand and listen to everybody. And I don't want to think. I don't want to think. I'm listening to the horoscope. So I'm really trying not to deal with the hypocrites right now. The people know a word that was said to me. So I'm not gonna deal with that on words that were said to me. So I'm sorry for I apologize for the words or what I but I'm not out to get into the details of what's going on. And the society is being a hypocrite. I'm not gonna do that to that point. And that affirming that you had in there was wrong. And I'm calling you out on it. Y'all lost all respect for God, man. God. You might don't believe. You might say person crazy because you haven't found God. But look, the spirit of God is disappointed in you, man. Sitting there telling them, really disappointed and how did this little behavior situation, and not understanding the situation inside. They know they were wrong. You know you were wrong. I'm a Sagittarius and everything. So I love being a Sagittarius. And something that like they see horoscope Sagittarius sometimes it got different perspective, and we just looking for somebody that can keep up with us and have that impact with us. 'Cause I'm allowed to get my woman space, but that she can be this. I can be at the house chilling and not being working at sometimes. So those are the things with that situation, guys. Those are the things for that situation. So I'm just looking for I'm a Sagittarian. I look at some of the high school they hate being tied down. I know it's not that. We just looking for somebody that understand us and just baby, I want the loyalty will understand, baby. I give you your space. But you gotta know the spiritual behavior everyone being in a relationship and being in those things. Let me stop talking about this. People have thrown my conversation off and I wish that I could have known when I'm talking, but people not asking the right conversation some of it. That can really throw the conversation off where people are not asking the right things on my broadcast when I talk to them. So I'm just looking for a woman that can just keep up for me. And it's gonna be hard for not letting to find somebody that's not gonna just be that, and that's hard. And you're gonna have to put your money into yourself because people are gonna take advantage of you. You want that woman that's not going to be in that format that's gonna be behind you. You both can invest because you get around anybody, people won't want to take advantage of you. But you have to know a woman that's really gonna be by you. And I go by the name of Hubert. And go to my YouTube called Baby BABYSELLERS 5. So yeah.